So now I am going to talk about the student performance, and thereafter I will talk about the criterion 5, faculty contribution. So there are some important things in the student performance, because we are following the outcome based accreditation model. So our main stakeholder is our student. So first of all, if we wanted to fill this document for the student performance, first of all we should have to create one student society, because a student society is very important regarding the issues of a student. So first, if you have the student society in your institution, then it is okay. If you don't have the student society, then please try to formulate that student society. And in the student society, I would like to add that you should keep the member, you should keep that head of the department as a patron, and faculty member, faculty advisor member, and a student from all the years, first year, second year, third year, and final year. Okay, and organize some activities under this student society, so that it will be questioned that during the NVA visit, that what a student do in your college, are they are active or not. So you should have to answer that. We have the student society, and the students are very much active while organizing the event or performing for any kind of event. So list of activity, that is the either it is the department level or it is the institute level activities. Activities under the student society you can organize like that: curricular and co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, and social activities. Co-curricular activities that is related to the program, co-curricular activities that is outside or beyond, you can say that beyond the program. A student can organize a workshop, a student can organize any kind of paper presentation, or they can organize any kinds of training session. A student can organize extracurricular activities. They are participating in the institute level sports kind of activities, department level activities they are participating. So these are also the document. It will give you the document about the student activities, what the students are doing in your college. And social activities under a student society, a student can organize social activities like blood donation camp, like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, or plantation. These are the small activities which will give the proper document for document which tells about the student activity, that our student in our college they are very active to do any kind of event, to perform at any podium. And another thing, that if you have the UG and PG level program, then you can assign MTech and PhD student to assist the UG student during their laboratories classes. Or if you have the diploma level and UG level classes, then you can assign some student to assist the diploma student during their labs, so that a student can also get the knowledge about how to perform the experiment and how to deal with the experiment, what are the problems related to the experiment and student are asking, then a student can explain it, and they will get the hands-on training about that equipment present in your college. So some of the things which are very necessary in the student performance, that if whenever the NBL people come to your college, they will ask just for some of the document. What are the document? I will tell in the student performance. I am going to tell you that what are the document is necessary to keep during that NBA visit. First of all is the admission, seat field and rank. What are the admission status of your college, and what are the student coming with what with what position, what rank they are holding and coming to your college. You can compare if you are a government colleges, then the government kind of engineering program they are clearing, they are cracking. So you can calculate that, you can plot a graph that of what rank a student are coming and taking admission in your college. This is also a basis of how good you are, how good a student you are taking. List oblique number of students who cleared the program for the last 3 years. This last 3 year data, it is very necessary, it is very compulsory. So in the last 3 years, how many students have cleared the program? Average, and this list of a student who cleared the program you can get if convocation is is going to held every year in your college, then convocation data can tell you that how many students who have cleared the program. Average grade point. What is the average grade point of all the students for the last 3 years? Placement and higher studies data. Placement, all on campus placement, we all know that, because there is a placement and a placement training and placement sale. So from that sale you can get the data of the placement and higher studies data. This is this data you should also have to get this data, but it will take some effort from your side. You have to contact those students who cleared that program, and after that you can collect the data, because this is also necessary for the student performance. How many of a student are placing in the companies, how many of a student are going to the academic field, how many of your students are going for the higher studies. Professional societies activities, event, conference organized. Professional society activities that I told you in the previous slide that you should have to formulate a student society, and that this student society, a student can organize number of events. List of a student's paper. If a student are performing any paper contest, or they are going for any kind of workshop or conference to different colleges, to different places, then their hard copy of the publication should be with them, and it should be collected by you. Sample waste and average project report. This is also necessary, because we have the program that which a student should have to do their project work for 1 year or for 6 months. In UG program, this is for the this is for the 8th semester, and in diploma, this is for the one year training program. So they will prepare one project, they will submit one project report, and we should have to keep that project report. And during that visit, we should have to show that how efficient a student are working in a group, and how they write the project, and what are the kinds of project you are doing in your college. And in this I want to mention one more thing, that if in your institution there are 2 or 3 branches, and one student can do the project related to 2 or 3 branches. So this is most important project report. You should have to keep that report in front of the report file, because this is also the interdiscipline project. And this is a criterion 5, faculty contribution. First is the details of faculty student ratio, STR. What is STR? For the UG program, this STR minimum it should be 15 to 20, and if it is improving, then it is good for the institution. And how you can calculate the STR value, I will show you in the coming slide. Faculty details with their service book, salary details, sample appointment letters, promotion and award letter, certificate. If any faculty have this will go into the faculty profile. Each faculty should have to create one faculty profile, and in that faculty profile, faculty have to keep the service books, salary details, sample appointment letters, promotion and award letter. If you are given any award, then you should have to keep that award certificate also. Faculty list with designation, qualification, joining date, publication and R&D, interaction detail. Faculty have to keep this designation, qualification data, joining date, If you have any publication, that publication should be with you. R&D, if you have R&D project, then you should also have to write that proper document for the R&D. Interaction detail, if you have interaction with any other institution, then you should have to keep that data also. List of publication, faculty publication along with DOIs and publication citation detail. Faculty have to keep the publication data with date of indexing and publication of citation details. List of R&D and consultancy project along with approval and project completion report. List and proof of faculty interaction with outside world. If you have interaction outside your institute, then please keep that document also with yourself, because it will also go into the faculty contribution. What is the contribution of faculty for the institute? This I am giving the example to calculate that STR, a student teacher ratio. A student teacher ratio, first you write that serial number in one column, second is the name of faculty, and this is important, load fraction in the percentage basis, because you cannot say that STR if total number of student is 100 and the number of teacher is 20, so 200 divided by 20, that is 10. It is not the STR. STR is calculated on the basis of load fraction. Which faculty, all the faculty are taking first year classes or not, all the faculty are taking courses for UG, and some faculty are taking courses for PG program. So it is based on the fraction of load. So you just write name of the faculty, and if one faculty is taking some courses in UG and PG program also, or at the diploma level, you can say that if some faculty is taking diploma level courses and some is taking the UG level courses, so just mention that load fraction. In the diploma level, if faculty is taking 80% classes in diploma level, then in diploma just write 80%, and other in UG level just write 20%. If you have only one program, so for one program institution, that you just calculate the total number of students and divide the total number of faculty, that will give the STR. But if you have more than one program, then you should have to calculate it on the basis of load fraction. Which faculty are taking how much percentage of classes at UG level and PG level, or at diploma level and UG level. So on that basis, STR for UG is total number of UG students divided by total number of faculty, and the faculty number, the number of faculty, it will decrease. It will not be same as the total number of faculty in your institution. It will decrease on the basis of load fraction. If the faculty is taking 80% classes for UG, then the number of faculty is 0.8. One faculty is contributing 80% classes in UG, so for UG his contribution is only 0.8. It is not 1. So if you have 10 number of faculty and all are taking 80% classes, it means that the total number of faculty you have for UG courses, it is 8. So now the total number of students of UG divided by total number of faculty, that is 8. That is not 10. So while calculating a student teacher ratio, we should have to be very careful about that. We cannot calculate STR value directly by dividing the total number of faculty. If you have only one program in your institution, then it is okay. If you have more than one program, then you should have to calculate it on the basis of fraction of load. So till now, do you have any question related to that? Please, if you have any doubt related to this criteria 4 and 5, then please ask me that. JNGEC Sundarnagar, NCC Israna, Amity University Noida. Please, if you have any doubt related to these two criterion, ask me that. Okay. This I have explained in my previous lecture. Now, most important, the presentation of document. How will you present the document? whenever the NVA team is coming to visit your colleges, your institute, how will you present the document? So,
Hello, excuse me, sir. Let me
yes,
one question.
yes.
Sir, what about the first year faculty? That faculty teaching only the engineering first semester, like applied science and chemistry, physics. So that will not count into the total faculty.
No, I told you that it is based on the fraction of load. It is based on the fraction of load. For first year, UG, they are also contributing in the UG. If you have more than one program, then it is based on the load fraction. So if faculty is teaching first year courses, so continuing they are teaching for first year. So they are continuing, their 100% input is for the UG program. So one faculty, if he or she is teaching for first year, so it means that for UG, the number of faculty is 1. If the two faculty is teaching 50-50%, so the total number of faculty for UG program, that is half plus half, that is 1. So what I told you that it is based on the fraction of load. If faculty is teaching, it doesn't matter that faculty is teaching for second year or for third year. If he or she is teaching for UG course, that means their contribution, 100% contribution goes to the UG. If one faculty is contributing teaching courses in UG and PG course, then depending upon upon his or her load, it will go to the percentage will go to the UG and PG both. Okay. Is it clear for you?
Yeah, there is one question again. Suppose that faculty is teaching into the PG courses also, and the faculty is taking the first year student load. Then how can that this can be calculated? UG or PG?
Yeah, that's why I told you. See, listen please. I am again explaining you slowly. If any institution has only one program, let's say for example that UG program, so the STR, student teacher ratio, is calculated. It is simple, for the total number of UG students divided by total number of faculty for one program. If any institution is running more than one program, or as you told me that one faculty is teaching UG first year courses and same faculty is teaching for PG courses. So if faculty is taking courses in UG first year, it means that, and PG, then it means that this he or she is contributing to UG and PG both. So this contribution, it will be divided into the fraction, and if he is taking 80% courses in UG, then the contribution of that faculty is 80% in UG and 20% in PG. So the number of faculty for one faculty in UG, it will be 0.8, and in PG it will be 0.2. So on that basis you have to calculate for all the faculty, and then you should have to calculate the total number of faculty for UG and total number of faculty for PG. So please, I want to tell you one more thing, that you please keep that more number of faculty in the UG program, and the PG program you can keep it as less as possible. Okay, is it clear for you or not?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And any other question, please? Any other question?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Myself Neeraj Kamboj from Government Polytechnic Nilokhadi, sir.
Okay. Yes.
सर जो ये हाँ जी जो क्राइटेरिया 5 में सर आपने बताया है स्टूडेंट टीचर रेशो कैलकुलेशन में जो ये न्यू परफॉर्म है सर, इसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ टीचिंग लोड जो है फर्स्ट ईयर परसेंटेज में फर्स्ट ईयर सेकंड ईयर और फाइनल ईयर दिया हुआ है थर्ड ईयर, तो वो कैसे निकालेंगे सर इसमें?
Oh, actually that will be calculated on, yeah, at one place you should have to write that first year, second year and third year also. So you can calculate on the total number of classes assigned to him, and on that basis that faculty is taking how many hours out of his total assigned duties. So on that basis you calculate in the fraction wise. 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. If the faculty is taking same number of faculty is giving same time for UG and PG, it means that 0.5 and 0.5. If he is giving more time, 80% time to UG, so 0.8 and 0.2, like that. And for first year, second year, and third year, on that basis, total number of time, how much hour of time he is giving for the first year, and divided by total number of time. That is contribution for first year, and similar for the second year and third year. You can calculate it on the basis of that. But STR, it is for the program. It is not for the first year, second year, third year, and final year. So it is for the program, for UG, for PG, for diploma program, how many number of faculty, what is the value of student teacher ratio in your institution. Okay, that is on the basis of program, that is not on the basis of first year, second year, or year wise system. Okay. Hello. Hello. Is it still clear or not? Hello. Okay, shall I continue? Okay. So the most important thing is the presentation of document. How we can present the document?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
There is a query from GP Ambala. I am Vijay Singh.
Okay, sir.
I want to ask, when we calculate the number of students for placement,
Yes.
can we calculate the students which are placed on their own, or we calculate the students on the basis of campus only?
No, we should have to calculate on campus or off campus, both.
And then do we need any record of them?
Yes.
Sometimes students inform us that I am placed at this.
Yeah, that I am agree. That sometimes a student inform and sometimes they don't inform. But from your database, we have to keep the document also. At least for some of the students, we should have to keep that. Yes, some students are placed here and some student goes for the higher studies, because they will ask for the higher study. Where is the high? If you keep if you mention in the document that your 5 students are in the IITs, they gone for the higher studies, then you have to show that. But where is the document? Where is the proof for that?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So the most important thing is the presentation of document. How will you present the document? So we should have to, we have about 9 criterion. What you have seen that you have 9 criterion, and so you please assign one file or keep one file for only for the documentation for NBA. For criterion 1, 2, criterion number 9, you keep one different color file. Okay, so it means that one color file for only 9 criterion, and same file but with the different color you keep for the personal file of individual faculty. If you have 10 number of faculty, so the different color file is of in number 10. And course file, if you have 40 number of courses, so for each courses you should have to keep one different file, and that is also in a different color. Similarly for the lab file and for the last 3 years data, you should have to keep that last 3 year data. This is most important. Last 3 year data you have to keep with yourself always. Okay. And in the last 3 year data, if you are listening me, then I can read that what are the last 3 year data you are required to keep. That is the department budget and allocation, admission seats, field and ranks, list oblique number of a student who cleared the program in 4 years, average grade point of the student, placement and higher studies data, professional society activities, event, conference, organized, etc. Sample waste and average project report or thesis, details of faculty and student ratio. Because this 3 year data will give you the Hint about the continuous improvement, how you are improving the program. If a student teacher issue is, it is strengthening your program or not. If it is decreasing, then it's not good for you. If it is, at least it is balanced, then it is good. Average grade point of a student, is it stipulating or not? List of faculty publication. You should have to keep the data for last 3 years. List of R&D and consultancy project along with the approval and project completion report. So there are some of the document for the last 3 years you should have to keep always with yourself. Presentation of document, another one, this presentation is for the faculty profile. How you can prepare your file. Faculty can prepare his or her own file. I am telling you what data, what document you should have to keep in your personal file. That is your updated CV, your latest CV. You should keep in the document that latest CV. List of publication, hard copy of publication. You know that there is one that is Google Scholar. From the Google Scholar, you can download the how many paper you have published and what is the number of citation for your paper and what is the date of indexing for that paper. List of project consultancy. How many project or how many consultancy do you have? Event organized. Any other relevant information. Event organized. You have organized any kind of workshop, any kind of conference, or you called any person, industry person or person from academia for the guest lecture. These all things you please keep in your personal file, because they will come and they will check the each and individual faculty personal profile. The what kind of faculty you have, their faculty are active and participating in the strengthening of the program or not. So this document will tell you that how efficient you are in strengthening the program, in encouraging the student and performing this kind of event to modify the student, to encourage the student. Course file, and for each course, the teacher who is teaching any course, the teacher he or she should have to keep course file for that. And that course file, if you have taught that subject in the previous semester, then that course file contains the title and course code of the course, because every course has title and its course code. Syllabus and course objective. What is the syllabus of that course and what is the course objective of that course, or you can say that course outcome of that course. Course plan, lecture wise breakup of syllabus covered during semester along with list of reference book. Attendance record. For the previous semester you should have to keep also that attendance record. Just take the photocopy of your attendance register and keep in the course file. Tutorial sheet, assignment sheet, model answer sheet. Tutorial sheet, if you are giving any kind of tutorial to the student, any kind of assignment to the student, if you have given, then you please keep in the course file. And this is very necessary that we should have to give the assignment or give the tutorial sheet to the student, and it is prepared before the starting of the semester. So before the starting of the semester, you should have to keep in the mind that I am going to give this number of assignment to the students. Question paper, if it is for the previous semester, then question paper for both midterm and interim examination, or practical project. If you have given the question paper for the practical and project work, then you should have to keep in the course file. Quiz details. If you have taken any quizzes during the classes, then you should have to also keep that quizzes data in your course file. Complete details of marks with final grade. Any other relevant innovative information related to the respective course. See, presentation of document. This is the course file. One course is the MTT 201. This is the course code. Course name is the Introduction to Extractive Metallurgy. That is the credit. Each course has its own credit. That it is for the 4 credit. LTP, lecture, tutorial and practical. This is the totally theory courses. So 3 lecture, 1 tutorial and 0 practical. Prerequisite course, because nowadays prerequisite subject is necessary for each and individual courses. You should have to mention that what is the prerequisite of any courses. This is the second semester, third semester courses. So its prerequisite, I have written that basic knowledge of physics, chemistry, mathematics, and MTT 205. 205, this is the thermodynamics of material. So according to, because I am teaching this subject, so according to my knowledge, for the introduction to extractive metallurgy, this thermodynamics is necessary. And syllabus, this I have written that some syllabus, share some topic of the syllabus, and books, what book I am referring while dealing with the course. And course outcome, I have written 2 number of course outcome. It can be 3, it can be 4, but it should be minimum as possible. So this is the course. In the course file, you should have to keep this document. In the course file, you should have to keep that syllabus, book, course outcome, what is the credit of the course, what is the lecture, tutorial and practical, and this is the lecture plan of the course. This side I have written topic and number of lecture. I think in one semester, this is the maximum number of course lecture. It is 33 because it is the 310. So 310 means 3 lecture per week. So I will end this syllabus in the 33 lecture. So by looking at this, you can prepare your course file. You should have to give the breakup of the syllabus in how many lecture you will complete which part of the syllabus. And this is for the practical. This mineral processing MTP. P is in our program. MT is for the metallurgy and P is for the practical. MTP 224, this is the course code, credit is 2, and 003, 3 number of practical. This is practical lab course. And syllabus, and here it is the course outcome. And last 3 year data of workshop, conference organized, last 3 year data of faculty publication in international or national journal, workshop, conference, in college or outside with complete details. If you have published any paper, please keep that complete details of the paper. At least you should have to keep the first page of the paper. Last 3 year data of a student publication. If you have a student gone for any kind of publication, to attend any workshop, to present his or her work, then a student should have to keep the data with himself. List of R&D project for last 3 years. List of consultancy project for last 3 years with complete details. Intake of a student with their rank in best exams. Pass out of a student with their grades. On campus / off campus placement record of a student with a bridge package. List of organization / firm who visited the campus of placement. This data, these 2 8 and 9th number data, you can get from your placement sale and a student teacher ratio. Mission and vision statement. If you will establish your mission vision statement, program outcomes and program educational objective, please keep this document, disseminate this document in the department office, head of department office, faculty rooms, laboratories and corridors of the department, because it is very, very necessary to present that document. This I am giving you the examples that how will you present that document. So till now it is clear? Hello? Any college is here? Are you listening me? Amity University, Noida. JECRC College, Jaipur. Government Polytechnic College, Ambala. NCC, Israna.
Yes, GP Ambala.
Yes, are you listening me? Are you getting my point or not?
Yeah. We are just noting down everything, whatever is being said by you.
See, whatever I am telling you, this will help you how you can present your document. because if you are expert in filling that SAR file, that is okay, but how will you present that? How will you present your SAR file while that during that NBA visit? Okay, so this I am giving you some snap of the NBA visit in our department. That this I have written in a glass set. This we have pasted that about the department. In about the department, we have pasted whatever the collaboration if we department have, whatever the photograph if our department have. So in brief, I can say that if you please put that document, this kind of document, in the glass, so that if any person is coming to your department, they can visualize by looking this document. That what is your department? This data or this document, this paper will explain that about your department, how department is yours. This is an infrastructure. What is the infrastructure in your department? These all things please keep in your glass box, and an NBA person, NBA team will come and visit this document. I am very sure that they will be happy after looking this thing, because this is very important, that how you are presenting your document, whatever the documentation you have done, you have kept in your file, that is closed. But here, by pasting the photograph of that any kind of event, you are showing the NBA team that yes, we have done this kind of thing. Collaboration, activity organized. See here, we have kept that whatever the activities we have organized in last 1 year, we have kept the first page of that file. Here it is the number of books published by our faculty. It is a student activity. See, you can see somewhere a plantation is going on, somewhere a student are performing. So these are the photograph of our student have done under a student activity. So this will explain that how active you are a student. You can keep this data in your file, but also you can paste. You can just show them that these are the things we are doing. And this is the faculty profile. You can just make this kind of thing. Write the name of the faculty, what is the research area of the faculty, what is the which faculty expertise in which area. And this is also very important, presentation of document in laboratory, because in diploma, in everywhere, diploma UG courses, we all have the laboratories. So in the laboratories, some of the important thing I am going to tell you that you should have to do, because during the visit, we all know that we should have to clean our labs, our classrooms in a well manner. But if the laboratory will be so clean, then person will come to know that the work is not going on here. So please try to don't clean all the things from the laboratories. Okay, let put something, keep it something, or let it be like that, so that person will come and they can presume that the students are working here in this lab. So in the laboratory, just on each equipment, just keep the names of that equipment. Important diagram. If there is any important diagram which is explaining about that instrument you have kept in the lab, or the laboratory classes where students are performing, you keep that chart related to that experiment. General instruction guideline. You should have to keep the instruction guideline to appear in the lab for the student. List of experiment with course outcome. Lab manual with a student lab file of previous and current semester. Lab manual, please keep the lab manual in the lab, and a student files of previous and current semester. A student are coming and doing their experiment, so please keep their lab files in the lab. Attendance register of the lab, it should be in lab file also. Technical poster of completed or ongoing research project. If any project or any kind of consultancy work is going on in the lab, then you please keep that poster of the research project going on in the lab. A student research project. research sample prepared by a student. If a student have prepared any kind of sample previous or they are preparing in the lab, so please keep that sample. Please don't throw anything from the lab. Either it is before done or it is now it is doing. Please keep all the things in the lab, because we should have to preserve whatever we had or whatever we have. Project report, multidisciplinary report are important. This project report you should have to keep in the lab. If a student are doing any project in the lab, so we should have to keep that project report in the lab. And if a student are doing multidisciplinary project, means one student from one discipline, or you can say that mechanical engineer student, if he is doing a project with the student who is from civil engineering department, then this is the multidisciplinary project. Please keep that project report in the lab. List of publication of research work carried out in the respective lab. List of the publication. If a student have published any paper in the conference or journal, then please keep that details in the lab. This is the general instruction guideline, and you also keep the emergency contact number, that if anything happens in the lab, then a student or anywhere, anyone can contact at any time. So this thing you should place, this thing you should have to place in the lab. The name of laboratory, as for example, this is extractive metallurgy, course code, and what is the experiment a student will be going to perform during their lab classes, and the course outcome. Please, details of activity organized in the department. These activities, it can be under the student society or it can be under the department level. So this is anyhow, this is the co-curricular activity. Workshop, seminar, conference, short-term training courses, entrepreneurship development program. We should have to organize one meeting. This is very important. Entrepreneurship development program. What we have done, what we are doing for the student to go them to be as a entrepreneur. So we should have to keep one meeting or one workshop, and we have to call person from the industry, so that a student can get the knowledge about the industry exposure, about the industry, how people are working, what people are thinking to start one new industry, so that a student can get the exposure, get the knowledge about in that direction also. Industry institute interaction or meet, alumni meet, expert lecture from any faculty or from any industry person. Industrial tour, this I told you in the previous lecture also. Industrial tour, these all are the things which is beyond the syllabus. So in the program, what we are doing for the student outside that curriculum. So outside that curriculum, this is the industrial tour. You can take the student nearby industry for 1 day, for 2 days. It depends on you, and the student will also get a student will be benefited. If a student are meeting new people, then a student are getting the knowledge, or you can say that there is an exchange of knowledge between a student and others. Faculty interaction with outside world. Academic collaboration with an academic oblique research institution. If faculty have academic collaboration, or you can say that if you are doing, if a student are doing UG project under you, and for any kind of work, a student are going to perform their experiment in other department or in other institution or in other industry, then this is also sort of collaboration between you and that industry, that organization. Academic collaboration with industry, joint R&D activities with others, joint ME/PhD with others, visits of eminent person to the department. If you are calling any person from other department, from other institute, that is also a sort of collaboration. Visit of department faculty to other. If your department faculty is going to visit any other institution, that is also a collaboration. Joint publication. If your faculty is publishing any paper with the help of other institution faculty, then this is also a collaboration, consultancy project. Continuous improvement. These are the certain points which is very important to show that what is the continuous improvement of your program. The first of all, the curriculum. I told you in the previous lecture that curriculum, if you are an autonomous body, this is for the autonomous body. If you are on autonomous body, then you are, I think, every year or after 1 or 2 years, you are changing your curriculum. You are changing your course topic to be covered in the course. So this is the sort of growth, sort of improvement here in your curriculum. That how you are changing your course, what is the requirement of the stakeholder. If industry is saying that no, now we need this kind of practical courses, and you are implementing that courses in your curriculum, then this is also a continuous improvement. So you should have to keep that document which explaining about that how you are reaching to this curriculum. You have organized in before, if you have organized any kind of curriculum structure workshop, then that will tell you that will explain that how you have reached to this curriculum, how you have grown to this curriculum, why you wanted to run these kind of courses, because there are a lot number of courses in mechanical and civil engineering department which you are teaching but other institute is not teaching, or you can say that other institution is teaching but you are not teaching all the courses, but you are teaching these courses because it is the need for the industry, need for the alumni, whichever the industry is nearby you. It is need for the stakeholder. Modification in POs and POs. I told you that you don't write PO and PO directly, because before writing it, please keep this document, a statement of PO and POs in your faculty board meeting, and thereafter you decide that what are the POs and PO statement. POs and PO statement, this should be matched to each other, and this should be very consistent with each other. And thereafter you put one meeting, and in the meeting you keep this document again and verify with the stakeholder. If the according to the necessary input, you can change the statement of PO and PO. Publication. The publication, if faculty is publishing any paper, then you can say this is how you can help in the showing the document of continuous improvement. If every year the number of publication from your department or from an institute, if it is keep on increasing, then you can say that now our faculty and now our students are very keen to work in a group, are very keen to work as a research project. R&D activity. New facilities created. What is this? How many facilities you are creating for the student? If you are increasing the number of equipment in the lab, it means that you are creating a new facility for the student, or you can say that you are strengthening your program, and now a student can handle in more number of equipment, and they will get a lot of exposure, a lot of hands-on training in your institute. Appointment of faculty / non-teaching staff. If you are taking every year or alternate year or in the gap of 2 or 3 years new faculty, then it's also continuously improving your program, or you can say that it is strengthening your student-teacher ratio. Non-teaching staff, this is very, very important. Importance of non-teaching staff, which is helping in the conducting the experiment in our lab. So strengthening our program means that you should have to also balance between the teaching, non-teaching staff and the student. New courses you have implemented according to the advice given by the alumni, given by the stakeholder. You have implemented a new course, and that is also the continuous improvement of your program. And now this is the assessment of outcomes. There are three outcomes. We have the course outcome, we have program outcomes, and program educational objective. And now everything is based on the how good your program educational objective, how good your program outcome. How good your course outcome? It is based on the assessment of outcome. Assessment outcome, there are two methods for the assessment of outcome, that is the direct method and indirect method. In simple terms, you can say that direct method, which a student are appearing in the exam, directly appearing in the exam, that is the direct method. Or in the teaching learning process, we are taking the exams, mid-semester exam or end-semester exam. Final, we are assessing the student according to their performance in the project and seminar, their performance in the laboratory, and their performance in the placement. So placement also explain that how efficient or how good your program is, how many students, how much a student is placing every year from your institution. To indirect assessment, this is the indirect assessment, this is the feedback. We can get the feedback about our program from the stakeholder like a student, alumni, academia, industry, and the student parents and parents of the student. So these are the indirect feedback. For any kind of courses, we organize, we have the plan for the interim and midterm exam. We plan for the quizzes test in between the semester, because this is a 70 and 30 ratio of the marks, that 70% marks for the interim and midterm exam, and 30% marks for the internal assessment. So internal assessment is what that is the laboratory work, how a student are performing in the lab, and internal assessment, it is the quizzes, how a student are performing in the quiz questions. And indirect assessment, you can say that after the finishing of exam, you can refill, a student can fill a form about the course, how teachers are delivering the course, how efficient the teacher is in deliver the course, how good the teacher while teaching the course. These are the indirect assessment. And this program, how program is good, you can take that feedback from alumni, academy, and a student parent. So these are the some indirect assessment of outcomes. The attainment of POs may be assessed by direct and indirect method. Direct method of assessment are essentially accomplished by the direct examination or observation of a student knowledge or a skill against measurable performance indicator. Indirect method of assessment are based on the asserting opinion or self-report. Rubrics is a useful tool for indirect assessment. A rubric basically articulates the expectation for a student performance. While filling the SAR file, you will go through a what that is rubrics. Rubrics, you can say that rubrics satisfied by the indirect assessment. Whatever the indirect assessment policy you have, that is basically the rubrics. So attainment of course outcome. In a few minutes, I will try to explain that how you can calculate that assessment of any courses. See, here it is the second semester course, that is credit. I have written that for course code is MT207, Introduction to Engineering Materials, LTP 310. Total number of students, you know that for your course it is for my course it is the 77. So here you can say that grade on the scale. If you have policy to give the grade or to give the marks, percentage marks to the student, you can calculate on this basis that if this A grade number of student is getting 9, AB grade 14 number of student are getting, BB grade 15, BC grade 16 number of student are getting BC grade, CC 30 number of student, CD is 11, D is 4, F is 4. So the total number of points, these students have got this number of grades. So the total number of points is 9 into 10, because we give A grade to the student who is par than excellent. So we assume that A grade means 10. On the basis of 10 scale, so 10 grade is equivalent to A or A plus. So 10 into 9, this is 90. Similarly, 14 AB is for the 8. 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. 9 into 10, 90. 14 into 8, 126. 15 into 7, 120. 15 into 8, 120. 16 into 7, 112. 13 into 6, that is 78. 11 into 5, that is 55. 4 into 4, that is 16. And if it is 0. It is 0 because the student are failed there. He or she is not going to pass. So this is 4 into 0, that is 0. The total number of point is 597. The total number of point is 597 is got by the student, and total number of student is 77. So 597 divided by 77, this is the 70.23. So you can say on an average your student have got 70.23 percentage in your course, or in an CGPA basis, this is the, if there is a direct conversion, just multiply 10 into the grade point, that is the percentage of marks, then 7.023, it is the average grade point of each and individual student. So by this way you can calculate, you can use another way for calculating this attainment or assessment of your course, but I have used this way, and I think this is the very simple way. If you have the percentage basis, then here I write 100, here I write 90, 80, like that. Whatever the percentage and whatever the number of students are getting, that much of percentage, you just multiply and divide by the total number of students. It will give the average percentage of marks to each and every student. So if it is more than, in my case, if it is if it is more than 70%, then I can say it is more than enough. It is good. Here, undergraduate program 13, I have calculated for 13-14 attainment of course outcome. Here it is written direct basis. For the course outcome, attainment of course outcome, there are two. For each attainment of course outcome, there are two methods: direct method and indirect method. Placement explain about the efficiency of the program, because after 4 years of the learning process in the UG, the students are going to place. Students are placed. So the placement history will give the direct assessment. Here it is the direct basis, evaluating the performance of a student in the course exam, and indirect basis, evaluating the course appraisal form for each subject 2, and average attainment, that is the average of 1 and 2. So this one is the percentage, direct percentage of a student which a student are getting in your subject, like in the previous. This I have calculated for one course, and this you can calculate for the number of courses, which number of courses are running in your institute. So the one, and second one is this is the indirect basis, because after finishing of one course, a student fill up the course appraisal form. What is the feedback you get regarding that subject from the student? So depending upon the feedback, you can calculate that. This is the 88.97%. So total attainment, here it is the average, here it is indirect. This is the direct attainment, the student percentage of a student getting the marks in your course, and this is the student giving the feedback about your course, and this is the average 83.22. So you can say that for this course, for first number of course, the average attainment, it is the 83.22. Like that, you calculate this for all number of courses. You can calculate it for all number of courses. I will explain you again. Please try to look at this. One is the direct assessment. What a student are getting the percentage. This number of percentage, average percentage is get by the student, and this is the indirect assessment. This indirect assessment for the student feedback regarding the course, how efficient course, or you can say that how much a student are getting from this course, and this is the average of these two. So 83.22, this is the attainment percentage, attainment of for serial number 1 MTT 201 course is 83.22. Like that, you can calculate for all the courses, and by calculating for the all courses, is just you can write that in your program the assessment of course outcome, it is the average of all the courses. So what is the assessment? What is the attainment of your course outcome? The attainment of course outcome is the average of course outcome of each and individual course. So this is the whatever here written, this is the assessment, this is the attainment of only one course, MTT 220, 82.64, this is the attainment of MTT 222. So like that, you just calculate the attainment for all each and every courses, and you just take the average of all these courses, all of these courses, that will give you the attainment of course outcome. See here, percentage attainment of overall course outcome is equal to average attainment of each course outcome. This is that I have added all this and divided by the total number of courses, that is 39. So it is now 80.04. So you can see, I can say that in my courses the percentage attainment of course outcome, it is 80.04. It is more than 75%. And this is the overall attainment of program outcomes, POs. How we have calculated it? This is a little bit complication is there. The first point is the here I have written that direct basis attainment, that is X. Here it is direct attainment. In the direct attainment 1 and 2, average of 1 and 2, evaluating the performance of a student in the course exam, that is 1, plus their average performance in the placement, that is 2. Because here you are evaluating the program outcomes, and placement will give the direct impact on the program. And indirect basis attainment Y, that is the average of 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. What is this? Evaluating the course appraisal form for each subject is 3rd. This is filled by the student. Feedback form filled by our stakeholder, like a student. A student are filling the feedback form regarding our project program outcome. So that is 4. Parents are filling that form, that is 5. Alumni 6. Industry person, that is 7. So this is the 1 and 2, and average of 1 and 2 is giving the direct attainment, that is average X. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is the indirect assessment. These are indirect assessment only we are getting from the feedback given by the student, alumni, parents and industry. These 1 and 2, 1 is for the attainment, course attainment. 2 is from the placement, because this data is truly, this data is same. 98.48, 98.48, this data is same. Why it is same? Because I can say that 98%, about 98% of our students, after completing the program, after completing the UG program, they are placed. So I can say that direct attainment through the placement is 98%. Direct attainment for our program outcome or for our program educational objective, it is 98%. And it is constant for all the POs and for all the POs. Similarly, Z is the average of X and Y. X is the direct assessment, Y is the indirect assessment. So just take the average of X and Y, this is Z. And PO for PO1, we are attaining the about 89.03%. For PO2, this is 87.21%. Like that I have calculated for the PO12. And thus percentage attainment of program outcome is equal to the average attainment of each PO is equal to the, just calculate, just add this data for the attainment of all the POs 12 and divide it, add it and divide it by 12. That will give you the average attainment of each PO. Similarly, you can calculate the overall attainment of POs. Here it is 1 and 2. These two are the direct attainment. One is the evaluating the performance of student in the course exam plus their average performance in the placement. Here it is also same 98.48. You can see at the previous slide, this is also same 98.48, and here it is also 98.48. Because a student are 98% of a student of our program are placed. So it is the attainment through the placement, it is 98%. X is the direct attainment of average of 1 and 2, and Y is the average of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So X, average of X and Y, this is a Z. So I can say that for PO1, the average attainment rate is average of X and Y, that is 89.63. Like that, I have calculated for all the 7 number of POs. For all the 7 number of POs, I have calculated what is the average attainment for each and every PO. So the total attainment, average attainment of each POs for all the POs is equal to the 88.27. That is the average of all these 7. That's it. So I have ended with my presentation. If you have any question regarding this, if you want to ask anything about this presentation of document or how you can prepare the document, I will be happy to clear your doubt. And if you need any kind of future help, if you are going to fill your SAR file for your NBA visit, and if you are in trouble at any place, then please notify me. You can send me a mail. You can give me a mail to this my email ID, kkumar.mehta@mnit.ac.in. Please remember, my name is Krishna Kumar and I am in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering Department. From going to the website of MNIT, you can get my mail ID from the Department of Metallurgy. Please keep this information. If you need at any time, if you need any kind of help, if you are feeling any problem while filling the data at the SAR file or how you can present the document, please write a mail to me. I will reply to you. Maximum I will take 1 or 2 days. This is my humble request, because this filling of the document to the NBA site and presenting a document in front of the NBA team, this is not a easy task. So I have done this rigorously. Our department had done it. So if you need any kind of help regarding it, please feel free to ask me that. Feel free to write me the question. I will try to solve it. Okay. So thank you. And further, if you have any question, please, because this is my last session. Again, if you have any question, you should have to write me an email. Of now, if you have any doubt regarding it, please. Yeah. खत्म हो गया सब चले गए
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
There is a query from GP Ambala.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to ask, you have shown that there are feedback from indirect feedback, and they are shown in course wise. How can we get this indirect feedback course wise?
Yeah, that's why I told you that.
Very good.
Yeah, here it is. Evaluating the course appraisal form for each subject. Are you talking about this one?
It's not visible, sir.
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स काट के
ये यहाँ पे बोलो yes sir.
Yeah. So see here. The first one, it is clear for you.
Yes sir.
First, it is direct. So how a student are getting the marks in the course, that you can calculate. You have the percentage basis. If you are giving the marks in a percentage, then you can calculate.
Excuse me, sir. I want to ask, how can we get this feedback course wise? Who will provide us indirect feedback course wise?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to explain you that. You please make one feedback form regarding each and individual subject. Okay, and feedback form contains that how efficient it is the delivering of course, how teacher is punctual or not. This type of question you generate by own, and you give them points, point basis, 1 2 3 4 5, like that. Poor, very poor, excellent, good, very good, like that. You give 5 points. On that 5 point, a student will evaluate that questions, that a student are punctual to the classroom, teachers are taking class regularly, teachers are very good in delivering the lecture, the lectures are knowledgeable for us. This kind of question you create on your basis, and you make this feedback form, and after completion of one course you just give these forms to all the students, and on that basis a student can evaluate about the course, what knowledge they have got, and what is about the courses, what is the content of the courses, it is good for them, it is beneficial for them or not, or they can write the comments regarding that. By evaluating that comment, by evaluating that feedback from the student, you will be getting that is whatever we are delivering to the student, is it is beneficial for the student or not. If a student are not satisfying from the content or from the teacher, then they can write in the feedback form, and no need to write the name of the student over the feedback form. A student will just fill up the feedback form. You have 70 number of students, then you just distribute 70 feedback form prepared by you and distribute it to the student, and a student will answer all the question written over the feedback form, and by taking the average of each form, you can calculate the average of 70 students for one course. That is the indirect basis. That is the rubrics developed to strengthen that course. Okay, so this I told you that 1 and 2, 1 is for the direct assessment, which we are taking to evaluate during the examination, evaluate according to their performance in their examination. Either it is midterm exam or it is interim exam, or if you are taking that quiz, if you are giving the project to work in a team, then how they are working in a team, on the basis of that you can evaluate. That is the direct basis. So you can differentiate direct basis and indirect basis. Direct basis, if you are looking anything directly, that is the direct basis. If you are not looking directly, indirectly, by presuming, by thinking anything, if you are evaluating, that is the indirect basis. And to explain that indirect basis, we use the term rubrics, and you can get that indirect basis by evaluating the feedback form regarding the subject from the student. Is it clear? So it is, I know that anywhere to all the places indirect evaluation appraisal form is not available. With us it is available, because we take the appraisal form for each courses from each student. But you can compute this, you can tabulate this appraisal form. I just spread to the student, and the student will fill the appraisal form about the delivery of the course, how much a student are getting. That will give you the indirect assessment, that will give you the indirect basis. If a student are saying, 90% of students are saying, yes, this course is very good, this course is very knowledgeable for us, this teacher is very excellent, then there is no need to change anything there. There is no need to change the even name of the topics in the going to covered in the syllabus. Okay, no need to take any action about that. If a student are saying, no, we are not able to understand about the subject, if a student are only giving the poor mark, then you need to think about that. We should have to change. What we should have to find alternate way that a student can learn so much, and a student should satisfy from this course, is it? And by doing that, you can strengthen that curriculum. You should have to think about that also, that you change that course or you should not change the course, because the students are our main stakeholder, and time to time we should have to regulate. We should have to do the meeting with the student representative. This I didn't tell you, but I am telling you now. You please create one student representative from each and every classes, and please do a meeting at least in a month with the class representative. class representative will come to you and they will tell about the problem a student are facing while the course or a student are facing during the classroom. Then you will come to know, faculty will come to know that what problem a student are facing, and you will try to explain that problem. That is also a continuous improvement. So I told you during my initial lecture that you should have to, whatever you are doing, that is your own basis, and what you are doing, that should be documented, that you are doing, how much effort you are doing for the student, for the beneficiation of a student. Okay. Hello. JVN Government Polytechnic. Hello. NCC Israna. Amity University Noida. Please, any other question?
Sir, JN Government Engineering College, Sundarnagar, there is a query regarding indirect assessment. Sir, we are not getting the percentage of marks. Hello?
Yeah, I understand that. Actually, I can help you in that, because in direct assessment this is also necessary. So in other way I can help you, that you just write your mail, because we have prepared 4 forms regarding the indirect assessment for the CO and POs, and appraisal form from the student about the courses. I will send you directly I will send to you how you can prepare the appraisal form, how you can prepare the document for the indirect assessment to you. So you just write, see one thing, listen, first please listen me. Yes,
Yes, sir. Listening.
please write an email to me. I have prepared the appraisal form for each and individual courses. Also, we have prepared some questionnaire for the alumni, for the parents, for the industry, to evaluate our program outcomes and program educational objective. Okay, please do a meeting, 1, 2 or 3 meeting with the stakeholder. A stakeholder will come and join your institute, and what is the number of a stakeholder presenting in the workshop, it doesn't matter. You can collect it at least 10, 5, 15, it is okay. How many are coming to you, you can get the feedback from those number of participants. So you just do the meeting with the stakeholder, and you prepare a questionnaire regarding your program outcome, regarding our program educational objective, and you just give the marks. That poor for 1 mark, that is good for 2 marks, that is very good for 3 marks, very poor, that is 0 mark. Like that you make a chart, and person will come, you explain your program outcome, program educational objective in front of all the stakeholder. A stakeholder first listen about your curriculum, your program outcome, program educational objective. They will understand, and thereafter they will mark it, that what they are thinking about your strengthening of the program outcome. Is they wanted to improve it still, or it is more than excellent, or it is about to near to good. So they will give regarding their view, they will give their marks. So on that basis you can calculate what is the percentage given by a stakeholder. You can calculate it from the filling by the feedback form. So so I can help you that. You just write an email, please. It's my humble request to you. You just write an email to me. I will send you some of the questionnaire that will help you to get that assessment, indirect assessment, from the alumni, from the industry person, from the student, and from the student parents. And that questionnaire you just prepare, you write on paper, and take a xerox of 10, 15 or 20, and distribute it to the stakeholder. A stakeholder will fill that form, and you will get the indirect attainment percentage from this data. Okay, and direct assessment you can do by own basis because it is totally dependent on you. You are taking the examination of a student, you are giving them a separate assignment, you are giving them you are taking the quiz question from them, so you can directly calculate that. And placement will also explain you that how many student, how much percentage of a student are placing in the company and how much percentage of a student are going for the higher study. These data you can calculate by own, but this data in direct assessment you should have to do a meeting with the stakeholder, and in that you put the questionnaire form and they will fill up the form. By doing this you can get the indirect assessment. So please write an email.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question, please? Any other question from anyone of the institute?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking from Nilokheri Polytechnic College. Will you please highlight like how we'll make sure that the indirect assessment what we'll get from alumni or industry or maybe from community, that it is unbiased? How to assure that we are getting unbiased assessment?
Yeah, it is unbiased because if you will do the meeting with the stakeholder, a stakeholder parents will come to your institute and parents are satisfied with your program or not. They will give you feedback to you. Directly they will give you feedback to you. If they are not satisfying, then person will not say any other person to get admission in your college. So they will give you the direct feedback. If industry are very happy from a student or from a product, then they will give you the good feedback to you. So this is the unbiased statement. This is the unbiased statement. You will get the assessment, and this is very important assessment tool.
Question. I am Dr. Vats. I would like to add one thing here. The question arises: what do you really expect? आप अपना भला करना चाहते हैं या अपना नुकसान? अगर आप अपना रेपुटेशन, अपनी क्वालिटी बढ़ाना चाहते हैं, तो I don't think you should be going for biased feedback. There is no reason. अगर देखो एनबीए का ऑब्जेक्टिव मिनिमम क्वालिटी श्योर करना है. अगर आपने ये धारणा ले ली कि हमने एनबीए तो लेना पर क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं करनी, तो दुनिया में कोई भी क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि दिस इज सेल्फ मॉनिटरिंग सिस्टम. एक्सपेक्टेशन अल्टीमेट यही है, एनबीए हो या ना हो. मैंने पहले दिन जब मैंने एक लेक्चर लिया था उसमें कहा था दिस इज ए नेसेसरी ईवल. ईवल का मतलब ये रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. अगर हमारे सिस्टम, हम अपने आप ही सारा सिस्टम ऐसा बनाएं, क्वालिटी स्टैंडर्ड्स का बनाएं जिसकी कि हम खुद उसे मॉनिटर कर सकें, जिसकी क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट हम खुद कर सकें, तो आई डोंट थिंक एनबीए और एनीथिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड. प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि एनबीए क्यों रिक्वायरमेंट है कि हमें ये आइडेंटिफाई करना है कौन सी इंस्टीट्यूशन अच्छी है, कौन सी नहीं है. रीजन क्या है, हमारा एजुकेशनल सेटअप, टेक्निकल एजुकेशनल सेटअप इतना बड़ा हो चुका है कि हर तरह की इंस्टीट्यूशन अवेलेबल है. सम आर ओनली वर्किंग फॉर प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशन, आई मे से इवन गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन. सम आर हैविंग शॉर्ट टर्म गेन्स. शॉर्ट टर्म गेन क्या है, मैंने पैसा कमाना है. अगर ये पैसा कमाना गेन है तो आई डोंट थिंक एनीथिंग कैन हैपन ऑफ दैट इंस्टीट्यूशन, क्योंकि सूनर और लेटर दैट इंस्टीट्यूशन इज गोइंग टू डाई. हम कहते हैं पैसा कमाइए, पर पैसे के साथ सोसाइटी के भला भी कीजिए. क्वालिटी पे पैसा कमाने का देखिए क्या होगा. आज हमने शॉर्ट टर्म गेन किया, हमने क्वालिटी मेंटेन नहीं की, हमने इस बार तो पैसा कमा लिया, स्टूडेंट्स आ गए, बट एट ए लेटर डेट क्या होगा. जो कहते हैं ना एडवर्टाइजमेंट, आप जितनी मर्जी पेपर में एडवर्टाइजमेंट दे लीजिए, जितना मर्जी मीडिया में दे लीजिए, जो आज स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं या पेरेंट्स जो आते हैं आपके पास बच्चे लेके, वो वर्ड ऑफ माउथ से जाते हैं. इससे बड़ी एडवर्टाइजमेंट कोई नहीं होती. जब बच्चे कहते हैं, इवन आपकी फैकल्टी कहती है, इंडस्ट्री कहती है कि यार वो कॉलेज अच्छा है, वहां की फैकल्टी अच्छी है, वहां का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अच्छा है, इससे बड़ी एडवर्टाइजमेंट दुनिया में कोई नहीं होती. इसलिए अब मैंने वो जो क्वेश्चन किया, बायस्ड या अनबायस्ड, आपकी मर्जी, आपने देखना कि आप क्या चाहते हैं. अगर आप इंप्रूवमेंट चाहते हैं तो अपने आप को गुड्डी गुड्डी कहलवाना चाहते हैं, तो आप वही लोगों को बुलाइए जो आपके लिए अच्छा बोलते हैं. पर असल में अगर आप चाहते हैं कि क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट हो, तो द ओनली वे इज लेट ऑल्सो दोज पीपल कम जो आपको क्रिटिकल भी हैं, जो आपको कहते हैं ये आपका सिस्टम अच्छा नहीं, इसमें इंप्रूवमेंट कीजिए. आई थिंक दोज आर द बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स. ये आपको डिसाइड करना है आपको क्या लेना है, क्योंकि एनबीए को छोड़ दीजिए, मैं कहता हूं एनबीए तो आएगा, चलो आपने ये सोच लिया कि एनबीए को कैसे करना है, टीम को टैकल करना है, दैट्स अ स्मार्ट गेम, बट ओवरऑल क्या, किसके लिए हम कर रहे हैं, फॉर आवरसेल्व्स, कि एज ए फैकल्टी मेंबर आई एम आस्किंग यू एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन, आप अगर उस इंस्टीट्यूशन में काम करना चाहेंगे जिसका रेपुटेशन अच्छा, मार्केट में लोग कहते हैं यार ये जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है इंटेग्रिटी रखती है, ये इंस्टीट्यूशन प्रोफेशनल है, ये इंस्टीट्यूशन में क्वालिटी अच्छी है, ये इंस्टीट्यूशन में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अच्छा है, या उस इंस्टीट्यूशन में कि यार यहाँ पे तो बस कुछ नहीं होता, बच्चे आते ही नहीं, यहाँ पे पेपर्स हो जाते हैं और उनके बच्चों को डिवीजन भी मिल जाती हैं, बच्चे पास भी, रिजल्ट भी 100% आ जाता है, आप किस में होना चाहेंगे, ये चॉइस आपकी है, दिस इज टू बी डिसाइडेड बाय यू। क्योंकि मैं इन क्वेश्चन के आंसर बड़े स्ट्रेट में दे सकता था, पर फिर भी मैं आई वुड लाइक दैट यू शुड पॉन्डर अपॉन दीज इश्यूज एंड थिंक व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम द सिस्टम। क्या आप एज ए टीचर, एक तो आप टीचर हैं, लेट्स से यू आर ए पेरेंट, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, आप किस इंस्टीट्यूशन में जाना चाहेंगे जिसका नाम अच्छा है, जहां पे टीचर अच्छे हैं, जहां पे वैल्यूज रखते हैं, जहां प्रोफेशनलिज्म है, जहां पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अच्छा है, जहां पे क्वालिटी अच्छी है, या इस इंस्टीट्यूशन में जहां बच्चों को बढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं, क्लास में आने की जरूरत नहीं, घर बैठे उन्हें डिग्री मिल जाएगी, ये चॉइस आपकी है, ठीक है। आई थिंक आई हैव कमेंटेड फ्रॉम माय बिहाफ, द चॉइस इज योर्स वेदर व्हाट यू वांट, बायस्ड इंफॉर्मेशन और अनबायस्ड इंफॉर्मेशन। और कोई क्वेरी है तो डॉक्टर कृष्णा इज देयर, आई एम आल्सो देयर फॉर द टाइम बीइंग, एनी क्वेरी यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम टू आस्क। Any of our centers, they can ask any question from the Dr. Krishna as well as from me. But first, Dr. Krishna will be responding because he was the coordinator of this session. If required, I will be also responding because मैं बैठा था, मेरे से रहा नहीं गया ये आंसर दिए बिना, ठीक है। You kindly ask him.
Please, kindly ask the question if you have any query.
यार मैंने तो बंद ही करवा दिया पूछना।
जो
कोई नहीं है, रिस्पॉन्ड एक एक करके पूछ लो, नोबडी इज रिस्पॉन्डिंग। अच्छा हो चुका है,
हाँ क्वेरी हो चुकी
फिर ठीक है, दैट्स ओके। I think if you don't have any more queries, even suggestions, I think we are also welcoming suggestions from your side regarding the program, regarding the faculty, regarding myself, regarding anybody, regarding our presentation from the system, regarding our audio system, regarding the quality of AV8s. You can give any suggestions for the betterment because we are also expecting that thing. We don't expect कि आप तारीफ कीजिए हमारी कि बहुत अच्छा था सब कुछ, हम भी चाहते हैं कि आप हमारी अनबायस्ड अपनी फीडबैक दें। दिस इज फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द सिस्टम। आप आज कह देंगे अच्छा, पर घर जाके कहेंगे क्या हमने तो झूठी तारीफ की थी, वी डोंट एक्सपेक्ट दैट थिंग फ्रॉम यू ऑल्सो, ठीक है। बट एक दो तारीफ करूंगा, मेरे जो स्टाफ है दे आर वर्किंग हार्ड, जो मेरी टीम है उनकी जरूर तारीफ कीजिएगा, ठीक है। एनी क्वेरीज अगेन आई एम आस्किंग यू, इफ यू डोंट हैव देन वी आर थैंकफुल टू यू फॉर द पेशेंट लिसनिंग। I think Dr. Krishna must have cleared all your doubts about this main topic and very important topic. Still, you feel any queries? Even otherwise, till the I think this is the third day going on. If you have any,
still today.
Third day, yeah, na? This is the third day going on. It's going to complete today. Till now, whatever queries are in your mind, you are most welcome to ask us anything till now.